Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Ashram Malyala. In this particular video, I am going to give you the total complete roadmap for JOSA and CSAP counseling. So those who want to get seat in NIT and IIT, IIIT, GFTI based on the JEE mains and advanced rank, they need to participate in these particular counselings called JOSA and CSAP. So I will be talking about each and every single step regarding that particular process. So I am sure after watching this particular video, you will be getting each and everything related to that particular process, and I request every one of you to please share this video to all your friends so that they will also come to know about each and everything regarding JOSA and CSAP counseling, and also they will clear all their doubts regarding that counseling process. So without taking much time, let's get into the video. JOSA and CSAP counseling process. So this counseling process will surely start after October 15th, because October 15th is the date on which the JEE advanced results are to be announced. So if that is the date, so because this counseling process is both combinedly for IITs and NITs, as I already said. So for IITs, JEE advanced rank is must. So for that rank, we need to wait until the advanced results are to be out, right? So that is why surely the counseling process will start after October 15th. So you are in class 12th or droppers, we can say. So after you will be writing JEE mains. If you are qualified, you will be allowed to write JEE advanced. So after writing that, counseling process will be there to get seat into NIT, IIT, IIIT, GFTI. So you will be having 6 rounds for that. Usually it used to be 7 rounds, but from last year, due to online, due to COVID and all, they made it 6 rounds. And after 6 rounds, if the seats are empty, those seats are filled using CSAP counseling. So usually they call it as special rounds. Okay, total rounds will be 6 rounds of JOSA, in which you will get seat in IIT, NIT, IIIT, GFTI. When it comes to IIIT, it is only IIIT, NIT, GFTI. In CSAP, no. So when it comes to CSAP counseling, IIIT, NIT, GFTI, here IIT seats will not be given. So if the seats are left after 6 rounds of JOSA, those seats will be remain left only. So they will not fill using the CSAP counseling. So in CSAP counseling, IIT will not be there, only NIT, IIIT and GFTI. Here 2 rounds and here 6 rounds. So usually 7 rounds, but from last year 6 rounds. So this is one of the highly unpredictable round. So it totally depends on the seats left. And so after if you write JEE advanced, if you qualify in JEE advanced subject wise and overall score, then only you will be having option to fill IITs as your choices. So as I said, in these 6 rounds, if a student qualified both JEE mains and JEE advanced, so he can keep IITs and NITs combinedly in the choice filling based on his preference. So if you want to keep IIT Bombay at the top and followed by NIT Trichy second place CSC, IIT Bombay CSC first option, second option NIT Trichy CSC. So it's up to him. So I am just giving an example. So this is how they fill the choices. And Unacademy, let's crack it. So special prize week is going on for CBSE students. You or your friends or relatives, anyone who is studying in class 11 and 12 CBSE, and they want to take subscription on Unacademy, ask them to take before 24 September, because now they are getting extra 10% discount. For using my code, they will get 10%, as well as Unacademy is giving extra 10% for all of them before those who take subscription before 24 September. So these are the regular prices and special prices, and this is the amount of they save if they take subscription before 24 September. And these are all the features of an iconic subscription. So personal mentor, the live doubt solving, weekly report, parent connect, study planner, all benefits of Unacademy subscription. So you can check this out. And Unacademy Plus subscription features, just pause the video, you can check out these features, really superb, right? And so 10% plus 10% off, total 20% discount on each and every subscription for both Plus and Iconic. So this is my code Charan Vaiti, and I am taking regular classes on Unacademy. So if you want to join those classes, just click on the profile link in the description. Once you click on follow after clicking the profile link, so whenever I take a class, you will get a notification from Unacademy, and you can join the class. You can listen the strategy sessions and math sessions which I am taking on Unacademy platform. So JEE mains, after JEE mains, category wise cutoff will be there. So those who qualify that particular category wise cutoff, they can participate in JOSA, and those who don't qualify, they cannot participate in this particular counseling. So what is state of eligibility? So the students who pass their class 12 from so and so state. So for example, a student who born and brought up in Maharashtra, but he completed his 11th and 12th in Telangana, then his home state will become Telangana according to JEE mains, and he will be having home state quota reservation in NIT Warangal, but not in NIT Nagpur, because he completed his class 12 from Telangana. If at all he completed his class 12 from Maharashtra, then he will be having home state quota reservation in NIT Nagpur. as he completed in Telangana, so he is having homestead quota reservation in Warangal. So regarding the counseling, so 1 to 6 rounds will be there, in which All India quota, homestead quota, other state quota, Goa, and AP quota. It used to be there previously, but now AP quota is not there. Last year they removed it, and CSAB rounds only All India quota will be there. So there won't be any home state or other state quota in CSAB round. So usually in each and every NIT and each and every branch, 50% of the seats will be for home state quota and other 50% will be for other state quota. Okay, for triple ITs, except triple IT Delhi, so all other triple ITs will have only All India quota. In triple IT Delhi quota will be there, that state quota. And when it comes to NITs, home state and other state, till 6 rounds of JOSA, All India quota, home state, other state, everything will be combined in CSAB rounds. And in IITs only All India quota, no home state and other state quota. And this is how the seats are distributed in categories: general, EWS, OBC, SC, ST, PWD. So this is gender neutral, male plus female. So when it comes to female only, separately female seats also there, separate for girls. Okay, so girls have both the options, either to get seat through female only quota or else male plus female quota. Okay, so after all these things, so you have to fill a form. This will be online. So after JEE advanced results, so you will be getting a website for this particular thing separately, so where you need to register yourself for JOSA counseling, and you need to fill the choices. If you qualify JEE advanced also, you will be having IITs also options to fill the choices. If you didn't qualify JEE advanced, you will be having only NIT, triple IT, GFTI. So after that, choice locking will be there. You can also you can do it by yourself, or else exactly after the deadline, so it will be logged automatically, choices will be saved, and after that seat allotment will be happen. So once the seat is allotted, you will be hearing these 3 things regularly: freeze, float, slide. So float and slide for continuing in the next round, and freeze means accept that seat which you got and you are quitting from the counseling. You are not interested to participate in the further rounds. So those who want to continue for the next rounds, they can choose float or slide. If you talk about freeze, I already said you wanted to accept that seat which you got, and you will be out of the counseling, and you will get an admission letter from that particular branch and particular college where you got allotment before freezing. And what is meant by float? For example, NIT Warangal CSC, NIT Trichy CSC, NIT Warangal EC. You got NIT Warangal EC. Float means from the above 2 options you may get anything. Okay, so but allotted the seat, but want to participate in next round to get better choice. Okay, above any 2 options. Okay, slide. So I got NITW EC as of now. So what is mean by slide? I wanted to get only in NIT Warangal, but the better option than what I am having above. For example, I got EC, right? What is the NIT Warangal? Another option which is above that, CSC. So if at all there is a possibility in CSC, give me that, but don't allot me Trichy, because I am keeping slide. So slide inside the same campus. If you have options above that which is better, if you feel better, so you want that, so you have to choose slide. So that is slide. And if you didn't got any allotment, you can you can just wait for the next round. Okay, so once the seat is allotted, you need to pay some amount. So regarding the amount, I will be talking as we move forward in this video. So reservation, this is how the reservation will be there. For general EWS 10% seats, and OBC NCL 27%, SC 15%, ST 7.5%, PWD 5%, and the rest all, whatever the seats are left, so they all comes under general quota. Okay, so this is IIT seat matrix. Once pause the video and check out this IIT seat matrix. And this is NIT seat matrix. Once pause the video and check out this NIT seat matrix. And this is triple IT seat matrix. Pause the video and check out or take a screenshot. And this is GFTI seat matrix. Pause the video and check out the GFTI seat matrix. So what next? So one seat allotted, you should pay 35,000 for general and OBC, and 18 somewhere around 17 to 18,000 for SC, ST, PWD students. So to continue in further rounds of counseling. So though, for example, I participated in first round, I got seat allotment, I need to pay that much amount. Then only either if I want to choose freeze also, I have to pay that much amount. If I want to choose float or slide also, I should pay that amount. Those who pay that amount only, that seat will be reserved on their name. Even though if I want to participate in next round, if I don't get any seat in the next round, this seat will be reserved only if I pay this amount. If I don't pay this amount, even after getting the seat, my seat will be cancelled and I will be out of the counseling. I will not able to allow to participate till the 6 rounds. So you can at last you can participate in CSAP rounds only. So once seat allotted, you need to pay that amount. So get ready with that amount with you, okay? So then followed by document verification. So usually it happens offline, but now it is happening online, okay? And after verification, you should pay PAF. So after all rounds, so last year this process has started. So they started asking partial admission fee. Previously it used to be not there, but last year they started due to some other things. So because offline verification is not there, so as it is online verification, they wanted to confirm whether they are accepting the seat or not. So those who pay partial admission fee again, then only their seat will be confirmed on their name. So even if they want to participate, they can participate in CSAP, but paying the partial admission fee is compulsory. If they don't pay, if they paid this particular counseling fee but they didn't pay partial admission fee, seat will be cancelled and that amount will be refunded. And if they pay both only, either they can come accept the seat and confirm the seat, or else they can also participate in CSAP. That's up to their wish, but paying partial admission to reserve the seat is compulsory. This paying partial admission fee will be after 6 rounds of counseling. Between JOSA and CSAP counseling there will be some gap. In between that you have to pay that partial admission fee. It will be somewhere around 36,500 or 37,000 again. So make sure you get ready with that amount. And of course for SC/ST again 18,000 or 17,500, something like that will be there, and followed by CSAP counseling. So same again, you need to fill the choices again, and after if you get allotment, so the whole amount which you paid previously will be shifted to that particular college at the end where you are going. So if you are not joining, so it depends on the college to refund you. Mostly they will refund. You have to request their write a meals, request a letter, so or else you have to go there and request the admission office. So you have to do all those things. But so if your income is less than 1 lakh, so this amount will be adjusted later. For example, 32,000 to 33,000 other fees will be there. That is for everyone irrespective of category and everything. So anyhow you need to pay that amount, right? So what they will do is, the amount you are paying here, they will adjust them there, and the remaining amount they will refund you back after joining the college. So don't worry about the amount, you will get it back irrespective of below 1 lakh, irrespective of 1 to 5 lakh, irrespective of category. You have to pay this amount. So get ready for paying these amounts. And for CSAP counseling also there will be registration fees again. And so partial admission fee, I said, right, depends on online or offline counseling, okay? So these are the documents required. So this is also one of the most requested questions. So 3 passport size photos will be there, identical to application, and class 12 performance check. Some format will be there. So I will be showing you last year format. So this year format they will release once the JOSA brochure has so once the JOSA brochure is out, you will get to know what is class 12 performance check. Provisional seat allotment letter will be there. Undertaking by candidate, this is also one format will be there. And proof of seat acceptance letter. So in JOSA website, after allotment of seat, so you have to pay the fees and accept it, right? So after that you will get one pay letter, that is proof of seat acceptance fee payment. So after paying you will get one thing. And photo identity card, Aadhaar or any other ID cards, and admit cards of JEE mains and JEE advance, keep it ready. And scorecards of JEE mains or JEE advance, date of birth proof, which is a class 10 mark sheet. And coming to class 12 or equivalent mark sheet, so if you have long memo, keep it ready. If you have short memo, keep it ready, but class 12 or equivalent mark sheet is necessary. And medical certificate, so one format will be there. I will be showing you that format. This year they may change a little bit. So after they release the JOSA brochure, I will again inform you regarding that formats. And category certificate for EWS, OBC, NCL, SC/ST, and of course PWD certificate if applicable. So if you are from a family of defense services, you can provide that too. And passport for foreign students, and registration come law code choices after seat allotment. So you will be filling your preferences, right? So after that there will be option called the print locked choices. So once the choices are logged till 6 rounds, you will not be able to change or edit that choices. So make sure you do it properly before the locking of choices itself. And choices you can take a print out. So there will be option for printing also, okay? So that is also compulsory to take along with you or submit along with you. So keep it with you, okay? So these are some formats. So this is class 12 performance check format, and this is of 2018 actually. So I am showing you, maybe there may be some changes in the documents required, so I will be updating you. So I am giving some roadmap based on the idea which I have. So don't know in which process they are going to do this year, so let's wait until they give some brochure or process related to that. So this is about undertaking by the candidate, and this is medical certificate. So yeah, so that's it for this video. If you find this is a time worthy video, please do like, share and subscribe. See you in the next one. Until then, take care. बाय बाय, जय हिंद.